Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. In this video, I'm going to be setting up my Hobonichi for the month of February. I had originally wanted to combine it with my January flip through, but it felt like it was going to be too long of a video, and that's why the setup is in this video and the flip through was in a separate video. If you haven't seen it yet, it's already uploaded on my channel. With that out of the way, let's begin with the setup. Here is the calendar index page where I have my habit trackers. There's nothing much to do for this page except to copy the words onto next month. It felt like it was a little difficult to write, so I decided to use some sticker books to prop the page up a little. I had mentioned in my January flip through video that I had wanted to add a new habit to track, and that is if I had skipped supper. I'd also debated whether I should remove Dream, but I decided to keep it around. Coming to the monthly pages, this is where I track my social media tasks. For February, I'm going to be decorating it using Happy Planner Jungle Vibes stickers. For the days that are not February, I'm using some washi strips from the sticker book to block it off. This adds a little bit more color to the page and makes the page look fuller. It felt like there was too much white space to my liking, so I added another strip of quote sticker for the top and bottom. Here I'm using this shield shaped stickers for my YouTube and Instagram stats. And just to label which one is which, I'm using some icon stickers from Happy Dea and Lizzie B stickers. On this sidebar is where I'll be listing the video titles I plan to work on this month. To track my tasks, I have this tracker at the bottom for each of the video I'm working on. The letters represent the different tasks involved in the making of the video. I do track my post on Instagram, so that's what this tracker is for. Every time I've made a post, I mark it here. Here I'm just using more stickers to cover up Sundays because I know usually I don't have anything planned for that day. And then I use a little bit more stickers to add a little bit more color here and there. I do plan out when I want to work on a particular video, so I'm going to put down some bullet stickers from this sticker book. That's all the prep work I'm doing for the monthly page. Now I'll just move the metal tab onto February. Now moving on to the weekly pages. The end of January and the beginning of February share the same week, so technically I've already set up the weekly page, but for the sake of this video, I'll set up the following week's spread. I took out two washi rolls because I wasn't sure which color to go with, but here are the other stickers I'll be using on the sidebar. So same as the previous weeks, I have a sticker to track my flossing, and then I'm putting down a sticker for tracking skipping supper for this week, and then the sticker for tracking water intake, and then a checklist sticker and header. For the skipping supper, I think the following week I won't have it in the weekly pages as I have already added it to the habit tracker on the calendar index page. I probably could have done without it here for this week, but it didn't occur to me until much later after I finished filming. Since majority of the stickers was looking pink, I decided to go with this washi tape instead of the other. That's all I'm going to do for the weekly pages. I'm going to leave the metal tab where it is since it's still currently on this week's spread. Moving on to my goal tracking page, I'm just going to mark the goals I'll be working on for February. And now we are coming to the daily pages section. In my January flip through video, I hadn't done January 31st yet because it was too early, so here's a look at what January 31st page is like. It's actually January 31st as I'm filming this, and I'm just checking off a task I'm currently doing, which is filming this video before moving on to February. For the February currently page on the left, I'm going to use stickers from these sticker books. In my January flip through video, I had mentioned that I wanted to try a vertical layout, so I'm going to divide the page, giving the section for Esri more space and a narrower one for highlights. The full box sticker on top is where I will list down the number of books she's reading for the month. And then I'm using these peach color letters to match with the rest of the stickers on the page. For the highlights header, I'm using some leftover stickers from previous sticker kits. I put a second full box sticker at the bottom to list Esri's activities. It's on the right side of the divider because I didn't want it to take up too much space for future log. I don't write much for highlights, so I think this side is best and it looks more balanced. That's all for the currently page. Now I'm moving the metal tab to February so that it's ready for tomorrow. And now moving on to decorating the daily page for tomorrow. I wanted to use some leaf stickers I have in the Fun Floral sticker book by Happy Planner, so I thought about what I could draw that would go with them. I went back and forth on some ideas, but finally I settled on drawing an ape. This is an image generated by Meta AI, and I thought it was perfect. It was sitting among some foliage, and in the background were some hanging leaves. So first I draw the image out with a pencil. Getting the shape and placement of the features right was difficult, but after a while I figured as long as it looked like an ape, it doesn't matter if it's not exactly the same as the image. I tried not to worry about making lines of the fur. I think I should focus on the outline of the head and body and then the wrinkles on the face. The fur I can probably replicate by using the color pencils I'll be using later. Okay, I'll let you enjoy this process without having me talk on too much. I'm just about done with the pencil work and erasing any unnecessary marks. Now I'm going over my drawing with my pen. Now that I'm done with the pen, I take the eraser again to remove any pencil marks that can be seen. I try not to smudge the ink lines, but it happened anyways on some areas. You can't really tell, but I'm not too worried as I'll cover it up when I'm coloring. It's time to color the ape. I've selected the main colors. These are Crayola color pencils that I borrowed from my daughter. I mark on a piece of paper first so that I can arrange them from dark to lightest. After sharpening the color pencil, I start off with the darkest color first and work my way to the lightest. Here I'm just coloring along the lines and where I think the shadow will fall. The next shade is just extending the dark shade like a gradual shadow. The next color I'm using is to fill in the rest of the fur color, but not fully because I wanted to create the fur-like pattern. The last color I'm using is a little bit of blue-gray color. I'm trying to give the fur more texture, so the difference of color might help with that. Referencing the image, the color of the fur needed to be brighter on some areas. I decided to choose another color to highlight that, and then later to fill in the chest, ears, and face. For the eyes, I'm just using two colors, a brown and an orange. Before I continue with the stickers, I'm going to draw a thicker line around the ape so that it stands out more. Now for the stickering part, I'm going to use some leftover Monstera leaf stickers and place them around the ape. Since it's the jungle, I'm not too worried about the placement or direction of the leaves. Later, I do move around some stickers just to have it cover up some obvious white space. For the longer dangling leaf stickers, I'm going to frame the page with them just like how there were leaves in the background of the image. I let one dangle down, dividing the page because the left side is where I write my checklist, so it's okay. Since there are plenty of leaf stickers and fairly similar in color, I use them to cover more white space at the bottom. The next few minutes, I'm just continuing placing down more leaves at the top, moving some around and continuing to put more leaves down the right edge of the page. This bottom leaf was looking a little odd because it didn't match with the rest of the leaves, so I decided to remove it and replace it with other leaf stickers. That's it for my daily page. Moving on to the back portion of my Hobonichi. This here is my cleaning log. There's nothing I need to update here, nor do I need to update my self-care log, so I move on to my subscriptions page. I'm just going to mark what I'm on this month. Here I'm flipping over to the next few pages. I don't need to update anything on them. So that's the end of my February setup. I'll give you one final flip through of all that I did to prep my Hobonichi for February. I tried to keep the setup easy and simple, leaving only majority of the prep work to the daily section. I really like how the daily page turned out. I won't bother flipping to the back portion. I hope you like this video. If you do give me a thumbs up. If you want to see more of my other videos, do subscribe to my channel. And with that, I'll see you in the next video. Bye!